Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. One take, uncut. So we got Matthew Linney sharing this snippet of information before we dive into some XRP, and I found this very interesting. So it takes $7 trillion a day, and this is, keep in mind, in 2014, so we have to account for inflation, all kinds of QE that's gone on recently as well, to initiate the trades that can move markets around the world. XRP can drastically reduce the capital and create a more efficient system. Now, obviously, XRP has been around since 2012. A lot of people think that it just came out in like 2017 when most people, it caught their attention. Guys, this has been in the works for a long time. It's my belief that the pre-allocation theory is viable. It's very, very possible. And the Fed and the world governments have been looking for solutions to grease the wheels of the financial markets, to be the grease, to be the lifeblood of the system, to provide the necessary liquidity. All right. So right here, I want to read this snippet. Hopefully it shows up for me. So right here, and hopefully you can read this, if not, I will read it verbatim. So the 2015 study provides a view of the infrastructure that enabled approximately $14.8 trillion of US dollars denominated payments and the associated $7.1 trillion of cash needed to settle those payments to move through the financial system in 2014. 17 financial market utilities and 2 clearing banks participated in the original study, and this refresh, providing hour-by-hour statistics on the movement of US dollars into and out of their settlement accounts. That's key. Now, the study describes the dependencies and interconnections across payments, clearing, and settlement systems. It highlights the importance of the underlying infrastructures and the value of continuous review of and improvements to liquidity management. This is exactly what XRP is working on. Even if they do build the CBDCs directly on the XRP ledger or somehow collateralize them or even peg them to different hard assets, this is exactly what a lot of people foresee with the consensus mechanism on a permissionless basis. Nothing else is like this. Nothing else is built to settle payments without this type of technology, because this is truly the cheapest and fastest way, especially with true trust. And creating this, keyword that we keep hearing in this phrase, a level playing field. So in addition, the study underscores the influence that the underlying economic conditions, regulatory mandates, and liquidity policies have on the pattern of hourly USD flows. And as we can go right here, as of 2019, all the depositories listed below are working with DLT, distributed ledger technology, and research provided. And they show that no other digital asset utility has been mentioned more than XRP. Guys, that is why I am a long-term holder. Do I believe in other altcoin projects? Absolutely. But long-term, as my hedge bet that is almost guaranteed gains to me, not financial advice, but based off the research I've done, I think XRP is a no-brainer for seeing upside potential dramatically when things get moving. Now, obviously, I want high-volume payments to flow through this, not just low, value, high volume. I want high volume, high value. That would be the goal, and that is what is going to shove the price to sky high in the order books. So just to see a few of these, this is what I'm looking at right here, chart 1-1, large value transfer systems. We got CHIPS, which is like the Chinese version of SWIFT, and then we have Fedwire funds. I'm going after that. And then even the clearing and settlement right here, we got Fedwire Securities, we got JPMC, BNYM, like huge groups. And then FX settlements is what I'm looking at. Of course, we know the connections to CLS dating back to 2014. I believe I just read something on that. Guys, again, just literally Google connections between Ripple and CLS as well. Domestic and offshore equity, derivatives clearing. We're going to hear more and more about derivatives, hopefully in the future. I know we're building so much DeFi products. People question, well, what if we only focus on remittance? Guys, look long-term, one thing at a time. Let's focus on remittance. Then if we can start settling via the Corda Settler with R3 and start moving into the world of trade finance and start building on the derivatives products, especially all these DeFi products on the XRP ledger, that is all upside. That is going to send the price much higher. Again, remittance is just kind of getting your foot in the door. If we get that market, what is it? The annual volume of remittance is $689 billion per year. Drop in the bucket. I think that we are going to all or nothing, and XRP is literally best positioned to own this entire market. All right? That's what I want to emphasize. Now, in my previous video, I did show this, so XRP_Stort 2019, Ashish Birla, literally talking and saying, yes, we visited Uber, Airbnb, Google, Amazon again, etc. And yes, they name drop Amazon a good amount. I know Alex Cobb always, emphasizes this as well, and I agree. Now, again, Amazon has 206 different payment connections. They're pushing innovation. Sheesh Brilla in this video clip, I do not want to show it because I don't want to get a copyright strike on YouTube. But literally, he says, yeah, I mean, they're meeting with us because their payments don't work as efficiently as they want. They're not working, period. And they need to innovate. They need to explore. They need to work and be consulted to do the next level tech. And Ashish Birla literally says in one of these clips that I just watched, he says, yeah, I mean, it's my belief that there's no other competitor that can do this at the same cost as, you know, doing it with this blockchain technology. And when we're talking blockchain, we're not just talking atomic swap technology and ILP. We're talking XRP. All right. Again, Asia right now, especially Japan, Singapore, and Thailand, leading the way. We've seen mega banks adopt. We're talking about e-commerce, not just remittance, 24/7, 365 payments. I just want to emphasize that this is real time settling on the core central bank ledgers. Right. We're not paying and then someone's debiting one bank and then someone's crediting the other bank and they have to settle on the ledgers. That's so inefficient. All right. And then regulation believes, again, with this, you know, keep in mind they have to represent the organization. But he says, yes, once regulations become clear, you will see rapid adoption. Right here, so this gentleman, XRP, ODL, and VET, so on-demand liquidity and VeChain. So this guy just, again, makes a good point, and I honestly, I feel like I say it in every single video, but somebody was concerned, this gentleman, Cash, I call him Cashy or Ketchy, I believe his name's Ketchy, I'm sorry about that, but basically just saying, oh yeah, there was someone on YouTube discussing that central bank digital currencies are a threat to XRP and spreading FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and that is utter BS. They do not understand the ecosystem. Again, zero chance. Central bank digital currencies take XRP to $0. That is not going to happen, guys. In fact, the opposite is true. Even people of Ripple have said this is the case. They've been saying that banks are going to custody their own digital assets, create central bank digital currencies, and again, this is more favorable to the XRP ecosystem because now they're all going digital. We can simply connect via a gateway and connect them to the XRP ecosystem to bridge and interoperate amongst everybody, right? And increase the demand for bridging capabilities. We'll see CBDCs much sooner than 5 years. And I know they do say that 5-year mark. They talk about the messaging standard updates with the ISO 20022 or 20022 standard, again, with interoperability, with ILP, you name it. And honestly, yeah, I agree with this guy's sentiment. With 2020, we'll see dozens of announcements. I mean, honestly, I feel like we've already seen dozens this year, so I would be a lot more bullish than that. All right. And then just show you this GIF. We've seen this around. This was created by, was it Johnny Lawrence is the gentleman's name. And this is shared by Trexie XRP. So again, XRP connecting central banks. Remember, central banks, the Federal Reserves of each country, you know, governing monetary policy. So right here, let's just use this example right here in the center. Each country has to have their own Nostro and Vostro, these pre-funded accounts in different countries. And in reality, when you use XRP on the balance sheets and each of them maybe hold a small amount of XRP or have a group where they could just pool and access it, it'll literally free all these trillions of dollars of capital and let them interoperate. And XRP is literally the converting mechanism between all of them. So we got Japan, we have Brazil, we have Germany, we have the UK there, and they're all exchanging, whether it's the pound, the euro, the franc. Like, guys, it's just a no-brainer again for walled gardens right here and allowing them to interoperate. All right, this is kind of like just like the TCP/IP. All right, we're thinking interledger protocol and XRP. So I love this GIF. This is great. All right, we're going to finish off with this. So Leonidas, swell summary for XRP and the XRP community. I'm just going to go through a few points that I found relevant. This gentleman was at Swell and he was working hard this whole time. It has a website, xrparcade.com. Definitely check this out, guys. We have so many infographics and demographics. Demographics, there's feeds, there's all kinds of information for XRP and Ripple. And if you're a newcomer or learning or you want someone else to do some research, come to this website. Sources as well, everything. So, Swell right here, again, their annual event. Right here, pre-Swell, we had a couple of important some information coming out. We could tell that at least 175 companies attended the event. The companies that we know of are, look at this huge list. I'm not even going to go over it. You guys can come to this website and look yourself. I just saw Deloitte, IBM. Should be no surprise, Mercury FX, of course, was one of the original XRapid users. Look at this, TransferGo. So it should be no surprise with that. And then, despite the fact that attending the conference doesn't mean they're Ripple customers, it does mean that they are interested in Ripple and creating connections. Absolutely. They are seeing what's going on. And you know what? If somebody tries to compete, that is good. I want competition that drives innovation, but it's highly, highly unlikely that somebody is going to be able to stop Ripple's conquest because they've been, they're 7 years ahead of all of their competition. And I think a lot of their competitors don't realize how far ahead they really are. And honestly, I think that they're only showing us 10%. All right, now this video right here shows 300 plus customers on RippleNet and some of the 70 countries on RippleNet after watching this video. These are the customers and countries shown in this video alone. So we can see the countries in the right column. We see the companies and just scroll down. So we got 34 countries. And again, a good amount of banks and financial institutions on the left. All right. All different countries. And you can see that a lot of them are Southeast Asia in particular, perhaps Latin America, some Middle East. You understand kind of the corridors that they're going after, the low-hanging fruit. All right. And then basically key points from Thursday's conference. So 300 plus customers, 10x year over year growth in transactions on RippleNet. So keep in mind, this is regarding Xcurrent as well. 24 customers using on-demand liquidity, which is literally basically 24 customers using XRP. Now they're not using it 100% by any means. They're literally using 10% of their, volume. They can ramp up. And we're talking about Mexico, which is one of the biggest corridors. And I believe they're only using 10% at the moment. Slow and steady. Now increased by 7x in the number of transactions using ODL XRP from the end of Q1 to the end of October. That is huge, guys. 7x transaction increase. If we do that again, we're talking exponential growth. Compounding interest is, what was it, the 8th wonder of the world? Who was that said by? Was that Einstein? I love that quote. Again, expansion. Keep in mind what I always reference with BRICS, and they're moving away from SWIFT. Something's going on. A lot of speculation and hype building on the XRP ledger. And then again, new Ripple customers as well. So we can see that. Let's see. Let me see if I can get to the next date, and then I'll finish off because there was some good points. Again, Interbank Peru, on-demand liquidity customer. All right, now Friday, November 8th. Let's see, tons of Alex Holmes, CEO of MoneyGram, discussing key points. We already know this. I don't need to keep ramming you guys with this basic information that everybody already knows. And again, I mean, if you guys have the need, I highly recommend, instead of just listening to YouTube videos, I get it, maybe you're driving home or you're at work, but check out these websites on your phone in your free time because you're going to learn a lot and you'll be able to really just grasp this information a lot better and it'll all become a lot more clear. So guys, let me know if you have any questions, concerns, comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.